Good morning and welcome to my second blog on the Epson SF-810. Again, I was lucky enough to be part of the Epson trial, and I've had the watch now for about 2 to 3 weeks, and using it quite regularly. I run 2 to 3 times a week, and normally clock in about 30 miles a week. So starting to get much more to grips with it. Start with some pros. I think the build quality is really good. It feels really robust. I like the size and the feel of it on my wrist and the weight, and it's kind of smart enough to actually be worn as a watch, whereas certainly my Garmin you'd never think about wearing as a normal watch. Uh, the battery life is absolutely extraordinary compared to anything I've had before. I mean, they claim sort of 30 hours use. I'm not quite seeing that, but I am getting very, very close. And I'm charging it once a week, which compared to my Garmin, I'm normally 2 to 3 times a week to keep that up to a level I'm comfortable enough that it's going to do the run with. Talking of charging, I think the clip that that you use for the charging is very good. It seems to locate very well, and actually it charges very quickly. And actually the USB that's attached to that does transfer the data very, very well, and it connects very quickly on my laptop. And I use a Mac actually, so that's working very well. And also on the physical screen itself, the clarity of the display at all times I find very, very good. So and the backlight is very easy to use and lights up very well at night. I also like the fact that you use the app to set up the screens. I find it much easier to set up individual screens than I did on the Garmin. However, I still think this needs some work. You do need to get used to it. I like the stride measurement that's on it. And also the accuracy of the GPS I find very, very good. It's certainly as good as any of the Garmins I've had. And the Strava link seems to be working very well as well. Now, there is some downsides. I'm still finding problems with the heart rate monitor, and whilst I love having the heart rate built in, I am still finding this very erratic. It's dropping out, particularly when it's cold weather, and actually I'm seeing some very high readings, such as 226, which I know wasn't correct, and it dropped straight off to 147. The other big problem I'm having is the time it's taking to lock on to satellites. My Garmin's pretty instant. This is taking 3 to 4 minutes at times to lock on. The tab screen to change thing as you're running along is a very good idea, but in practice it's actually not working too well. I'm having to smack it very, very hard to get it to change screen. Principle's great, just think it needs a bit of work, and I still don't find the thing as intuitive as I do a Garmin. But as I said, overall, really finding feet with it now. I still prefer my Garmin, don't get me wrong, but I am starting to get used to it and find the merits of this one compared to it. So I'll carry on and I'll share some more data within the next week or two. Thank you.